Hey everybody, so cameraman Todd and I are on the Truk Odyssey, which is
It's a wonderful ship.
Yeah, it's like the preeminent liveaboard in Chuuk diving Truk Lagoon, or Chuuk Lagoon if you want to use the proper vernacular. And we are going to give you a tour because everybody's always curious about what these liveaboards are all about. So the deal is, like, instead of staying in a hotel on land and going out on a boat every day to go diving, you just live on the boat and you dive from the boat. And therefore you can do like
4 or 5 dives a day.
Easily.
And you definitely want to do that here because there's so much to see. Like, you could spend a whole week on a single wreck, really. And there's over 40 wrecks in this one lagoon, which is why it is a mecca of wreck diving. Warm water, lots of great wrecks, historical wrecks, great visibility, lots of marine life. What more do you want? It's got it all.
It's got everything.
It all. And this is the boat to be on.
So we're just gonna show you what it looks like because it's really cool. So right now we're in. I'm gonna flip the camera. Right now we're in a room they call the salon, and I'll come over here so we can see. It's really just kind of an empty room. They keep their swag that they sell in a cabinet over there, T-shirts and stuff. But we have found it to be a wonderful place to work on the cameras on this bench. And we have a little charging station here where everybody can charge their batteries. And it's dry and it's air conditioned and it's cool in here. Because the fact of the matter is that Chuuk is in fact in the tropics and is quite warm here, so the air conditioning is nice. So I'm going to just walk down this hallway, and let's go downstairs first and just show everybody some cabin. Well, our cabin. I don't want to go in anybody else's cabin, but what I love about this, look at this huge staircase. This liveaboard is significantly more roomy than the average liveaboard. So let's, down this hall are all the cabins. Well, most of the cabins. There's a couple upstairs. You come down here, and up at the other end, there's a fire exit, and I think that's like cruise quarters and stuff up there. I don't really know what they're. So here we have room 6, and here we have room 5. And if we come down the hall to room 9,
7, 8.
There's 7 and 8.
Close.
The floor is crunchy because there's storage under it. There's like trap doors that come up underneath there. So okay, here's our cabin.
This is it. This is the room.
We have our.
This is where the other magic happens. Sleep. Because you need sleep. You're exhausted by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Completely exhausted.
We have a TV. We don't know if it works.
Yeah. After 4 dives, deep dives a day on these wrecks, you sleep like a baby. As soon as you shut your eyes, you're out. And the alarm rings at 5 a.m. and it's time to go again.
Yeah, we really don't spend much time in here except sound asleep. We have our own little shower and little bathroom, and then outside there we have a sink. So some of the rooms have queen-size beds for couples, and most of the rooms have single beds. And what's nice is, a lot of liveaboards have little tiny rooms and they use bunk beds to save space. But in here, this is a pretty big stateroom for a liveaboard. This is pretty.
It's a lot of space.
Yeah, pretty big. So let's go upstairs through the big staircase, and now we're gonna go out onto the dive deck. And the camera might fog up a little bit. All right, so now we're on the dive deck. Here's our dive master Hunter.
Hey.
We're doing a boat tour for our loyal fans.
Come off the beautiful Odyssey.
Yeah, this is such a great boat. So, just to take a look down the dive deck, you got a place to hang your wetsuits. Of course, they got the fill station over here. They can do O2. They do rebreathers, all kinds of tech diving. So they've got pretty much everything you need for that. You got the tank racks where everybody can set up their stuff. I got my rebreather in a messy pile right there. There are more tank racks over here. Here's the coolest thing. Check this out. There is a diver elevator. So you can get lowered into the water if you've got like a big heavy rig on, or when you're underwater, you can stand on the platform and they'll raise you up. Which I've never been on a liveaboard that had that. And I'm getting really spoiled with that. Really spoiled. Now over here, this is very important. Colin is going to point out the bananas.
We have bananas on board. Yes.
And it's interesting because at the beginning of the trip they were all green, and they're ripening from the bottom to the top.
Yeah, the sun hits the bottom first.
Ah.
That good old myth about bananas on board.
Do we get to eat these at some point?
Yeah, you can have one right now. You want
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I can have one right now?
Go right ahead. They're really easy to get off.
Need some wire cutters. I guess I'm definitely eating it now because it's peeled. Okay.
Yeah, pre-peeled bananas.
So more tank racks over here. More tank racks. Camera table where you can keep your wet camera gear and work on it and stuff.
Showing the charging station in the salon yet?
We started there. Yeah,
cool.
we did it in the charging station.
Awesome.
Some more fills and stuff. What do we got over here?
We haven't been?
We haven't even been over on this side of the boat. Let's go see what's up.
The noisy side.
What?
Look at this. This is the banks and the compressor.
Oh, look, helium.
Whoa!
They have helium, so they can make trimix.
You can go deep.
All right, we have a compressor room. Okay, good. Yep. Let's keep going. Todd's got his 360 camera, so he's having fun with his 360 cam. We're gonna go up here.
You want a sneak peek at the crew quarters?
Yeah, we want a sneak peek.
I get permission for that.
Crew only. Behind the scenes. Oh baby, this is luxurious. I can see that. Oh, there's a bass in here.
This is not bad.
Hey, look, they have a bass. We can get a band together.
Oh wow!
Who plays the bass?
That's me, mate.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and just over here I have a new, freshly built little camera table I put in.
Nice.
See,
Wow.
A bunch of velvet on top.
Very nice,
All right.
very nice. Well, this is pretty luxurious. Although someone's got internet.
That might be everybody.
Yeah. We don't have internet in our room, but Crew's quarter has internet.
Private Wi-Fi.
Okay,
Now we
all
know
right.
where to go.
We're going back. We're going up to the front. Uh-oh.
Somebody else coming out of the
What's
front.
going on?
I don't know what's up there.
Oh, I think that leads to the bridge.
Now we're on the bow. Okay. The bow is pretty exciting. What?
I said I think that might lead into where Wes's room is. Is that the bridge? There's the bridge.
Okay. I think we should go.
Let's go that way,
Let's go around.
back that way, and up.
I'm getting lost. This boat is so big. All right, here we go. We're going back down. Whoa, port side. Cabin 4. Do. Salon, you can get your hair done.
What?
It's the salon, you can get your hair done. Oh no, that's where our charging station was, where we started. Oh look, there's our chargers through the window.
Settle.
Okay, this is the deck head, and it has only opened. Oh, this is the one time it opened.
Ooh.
There's the deck head, so there is a bathroom on deck. Okay,
Always good.
Okay.
On deck.
all right. So we're back here. Now we're gonna go upstairs. All right. Now you might be wondering what is upstairs. Well, I'm going to show you. We're going upstairs. Okay. Sun deck. We're giving a tour. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Now we're going inside. What is in here? But what would you call this? The dining room?
Yes.
All right. This is the dining room. There isn't a fancy boat name for a dining room? No? Galley? That's the kitchen.
That's where they cook.
All right, well, in any case, the most important part of this room is that there's a bar. So there's a bar here, and you can't drink until you're done diving for the day, but we also have at the bar coffee. We have lots of coffee.
Filming.
Okay, and air conditioner. Yeah. So this is this is where meals are served. Look how big this place is. It's crazy. It's huge. It's huge. Look how big it is. I'm gonna stand over here.
Wow.
It's ginormous.
No, but I'm going to.
All right, who's in here? There's the galley. Oh, there they are. Hi guys. Thanks for cooking for us. The food's delicious. Thank you. All right, that's where the magic happens. All right, I think that pretty much about covers it. Is there anything else that we need to show in this
That's gonna be the
in this boat tour?
Probably gonna knock to get in there.
I don't know. Go in there.
It doesn't say crew only.
We don't know what's in here. Oh, it's locked.
That means they don't want us in.
Darn.
Have you guys gone up the starboard side to check out the wheelhouse?
No.
We're just trying to see if we can get an invite.
What? We can get in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
He can even drive the boat. Where do we want to go?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. All right.
So this is where we drive when we're unhooking from moorings and stuff. We have a remote we can bring out and drive from right over here.
Oh, really?
For parking as well, too. It's a lot easier when you can see the dock. So I'll show you real quick.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Tour time. Okay, here we go. Ooh, fancy. Oh,
This is the wheelhouse.
there it is.
Nice.
Very useful captain's chair. You have to do a bit of a muscle up trapezes dip to get into
Look
it
at
if you're
that.
short like I am. And the remote's just over there on the wall. So this is my favorite captain's chair I've ever seen on a boat, because with the remote you can actually enjoy the chair. And it raises you up enough that you have a better view, at least for me. One of our captains is like 6'1", 6'2", so he doesn't need it.
Now, I like the fact that you have a closed circuit television of the swim step.
Yeah, that's really necessary, so we can communicate with the crew as we're untying and tying on moorings. So there's a bell button right here. That's how we buzz them in using the GPS we see when we're at the right drop spot for a mooring. Hit the bell and they'll hear it on the back, jump off to go tie up. When we're untying and leaving moorings, once I've given him the okay on the side of the boat, I swim down it, go to the swim platform. I have to stay in neutral to avoid propeller issues.
Yeah.
Propeller and people, they don't mix. So I stay in neutral, wait for him to get up on the swim platform, and he gives me an okay in the camera, and then I know that I'm all clear to steam ahead.
Cool. Now, why is our depth sounder saying 45 feet? That is a lie.
Yeah. Could be swinging over the wreck at the minute, but
Oh.
it's been reading that for a while, so that's also got something in the way of it, maybe.
Well, very interesting. So,
spy cams and everybody. See
Yeah.
what those cooks are cooking.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
What's going on?
The engine room ones are necessary for
Yeah,
checking out the
of course.
engineers before we start up the engines. We want
Yeah.
to make sure they don't have any fingers where they shouldn't be, or on a belt or something
Yeah.
when you hit the start key.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This is great.
Excellent.
Well, we'll get some good B-roll of you driving tomorrow morning.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you for the tour.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a problem, guys.
It's a big chair.
That's the remote. So
Yes.
you can just take that remote and stand outside and drive the boat.
Either side, port or starboard.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Cable's plenty long enough. Yeah.
Nice. Back. All right.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the boat tour. It's an excellent boat. Great place to stay in Chuuk.
Later.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching our latest episode all the way to the end. You're crazy if you don't subscribe. Hit that subscribe button now so you won't miss our next episode.